The checkbox sequence allows you to check correct operation of the tester. This is not an alternative to calibration, but should be carried out at regular intervals between calibrations to prove the ongoing accuracy of your tester. Records of the checkbox sequence are stored in the tester and can then be downloaded to Seawood's PackGuard free software and gives proof of your checks for ongoing accuracy. So before we start the checkbox sequence, we need to actually connect up the tester in the correct manner. So I'll just pop over onto the product cam and we can just see where we need to go and what connections we need to make. So here we've got the home screen. So to start with, we go for PAT, and we've got auto PAT and manual PAT with the hand. So we want the manual PAT testing mode, and then the checkbox icon is this little omega symbol with the eye. So if we press F3, now you'll see it's brought up instructions telling us how to first connect the Apollo. So it says connect the mains supply and connect an IEC lead between the EUT, that's equipment under test socket, and the IEC socket on the tester. So if I just go back to my slides, and if I just show you the next slide, I've actually got a picture of how to connect up the tester. So you can see we've connected the main supply to the top of the Apollo, and we've also connected the IEC connector between the EUT test socket and the IEC test socket as specified. So if we just pop back onto the product camera there, and I will accept those. I've made those connections, so I'll just accept that by saying OK, and the tester now starts the first part of the checkbox sequence. You can see down the left hand side there, as it passes each test, a green tick is being applied. So we've done the first two tests on there, and now we've got to change the configuration, and it's prompting us to do that by saying attach the checkbox. So if I just go back to the presentation again, we can actually see on here now, if I move to the next slide, we've got to change the configuration slightly. So in this case, what we're doing is we unplug the IEC end of the IEC lead and we plug that into the checkbox. We also connect the red test probe lead between the top of the Apollo and the checkbox. So I'll just do that now on my tester. Okay, I've made those connections, and now if I just go back to the product cam, I will show you the next stage. So what I need to do on that is tick the box to say that I've made those changes, and then I press the save button to confirm that, and it will continue on with the rest of the sequence. Again, you can see on here as each test is being performed and the appropriate level being achieved, we're just getting the green ticks as we go down. Now moving on to the bottom test on the final test is a protective earth current test, and it's actually going to apply 230 volts to my checkbox, and it's asking me is it safe to do that. So I'll just have a look, make sure there's no hazards there, and if that's okay I'll just press the green button as instructed on there to confirm it's okay to proceed. So it's now going to carry out the live test, and that was okay. And we get a message there confirming that the checkbox sequence has been passed. So I've now correctly carried out the checkbox sequence, and that will actually be stored in the memory of the tester, and it's stored as an appliance called checkbox, in location checkbox, and we can download that and keep that for our records in the PackGuard free software. So that's how to carry out a checkbox sequence using your Apollo series tester.